I'm so excited to finally be actually filming my video on Thursday. So before I get into the video, please check out Ashley's video on her book review of Brideshead Revisited. It's interesting to see her opinion and perspective on it, and I hope you go check it out. So today's video is going to be two things. The first part of the video is going to be a book haul, and the second part will be my book review on The Woman in White. I finally finished it. It was such a great journey, and I can't wait to talk about it in a few minutes. So, for the book haul, I recently came back from a weekend, spending the weekend with my aunt and Uncle Omar, my Aunt Rhoda and Uncle Omar. And they took me to BAM, Books A Million. And, of course, I told myself that lie that, I'm just going to go in there to look. I'm not going to buy anything. As you can see by this pile, I completely lied and I bought a ton of books. So let's just real quickly, I'm going to go through them. I'm not going to talk about what they're about because I just want to quickly show you the books that I bought and then get into the book review. So the first book I bought was Mark Twain's The Adventure of Tom Sawyer and The Adventure of the Huckleberry Finn. I would not be a proper literature reader if I had not gotten a copy of Mark Twain's classic. So that's the first book that I bought. The second one is Middlemarch by George Eliot. And the best thing about the Cynic Classics is that they're under $10. So each one cost me maybe between the price range of $5 or $7. So I'm excited to get to this as well. Third book I bought was The Brothers Karamazov by Fyodor Dostoyevsky. I'm sorry if I'm butchering the pronunciation. I am learning to pronounce these Russian names, but I'm excited to get into this. This will be my second book of his as well. Fourth book is by Alexandre Dumas, The Three Musketeers. Now, I have not had a French literature writer yet, so this is finally, I have a French author. And I'm excited to get into this. I've never read the story. I mean, I've heard about Three Musketeers, but I never actually read it. So I'm excited to have my copy of The Three Musketeers. My second Alexandre Dumas book is The Man in the Iron Mask, which from what I read in the back does have kind of like a spin-off, or I don't want to call it a sequel, but something that goes with The Three Musketeers. So I'm excited to read this as well. And I finally have Alexandre Dumas books, which have been on my list for a long time. Let's see, those are 5 books already. My sixth book is again by Alexandre Dumas, The Count of Monte Cristo. I remember watching the film, I think when I was very young, but I clearly don't remember the story at all. So I'm excited to finally have this in my possession. This has also been on my list for a long time. I finally gave in and I bought it. So I'm super excited. So here's my 7th book, which these 2 books that I'm going to show you now was graciously bought by my Aunt Rhoda. She was so nice in giving them to me because I could not part with any of these books. So she decided to give me the last 2. So the last 2 are, this is the Collected Poems of Robert Frost, which I do remember reading in my literature class when I was around 14 years old at this Christian private school. And I remember liking his poems. So I'm glad I have a collection. That was my 7th book. And my 8th and last book is Oscar Wilde's The Importance of Being Earnest and Other Plays. I'm really excited to get into this because I have read The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde, and I really loved it. And I love reading plays, so I'm really excited to get into his plays. So, now with the book review. The Woman in White by Wilkie Collins. A Victorian mystery thriller. At least, that's what the surface is about. In these book reviews, I am not going to tell you the story. I am just going to tell you what I got out of it. And what I got out of it was family dynamics, how it can go wrong, how building up deep, dark secrets can really fester and make you lose it. I mean, you can either tell the truth and let the secret out in the proper form, or you keep the secret burning and boiling in you that you just end up doing things that are morally incorrect. But at the same time, this story really shows how families can work and how sometimes there's dysfunctional families, but there's greater love within the dysfunction, and the love of a husband to a wife and the love of a wife to a husband, and what is willing to go on to hold the other one's secret. Because you love the person that much, you want to protect them, even though you know what they morally did was wrong. But because you love them so much, you keep them protected. And the twists and turns that went on in the story, I don't even know I can't even say it to you, because it was so heart-pumping, sweat dripping down, and the way Wilkie Collins describes everything is superb. It is elegant, intelligently done. Again, it touches on all our human senses. The touch, smell, and the feel of the story. You really go into it wanting to be the detective, wanting to decipher the code, if you will. So it's a very good book. I highly recommend it. It is big. It took me about a month to read, but it's so worth the whole month that I read it. Maybe it may take you less time, depends how fast of a reader you are, but I highly recommend this book. It is such a well-written story, and I'm so happy that I went on the journey with it, and a bit sad that I now finished it. You know, you get those book hangovers when you read a big book and now it's over and you don't even know what to do with yourself. But as a reader, you move forward and you keep going to the next book and the next book and the next book. But if you have read The Woman in White by Wilkie Collins and you want to start a discussion about it, please comment below and let me know if you've read it, because I would love to hear your opinion about it. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, you know, if it was too big, you know, whatever your opinion is, I would really like to hear about it, because I definitely loved going on this journey with Wilkie Collins in The Woman in White. I hope that you all loved my book review and book haul. Quick update on Two Book Crazy announcement. As Ashley said in her video, we're filming every other week. So not next Thursday, but the Thursday after, I'll be doing my September TBR video. I'm really looking forward to doing it. And what else? I'll also give you a quick update on what I'm currently reading, and it is Niccolo Machiavelli's The Prince. I'm on chapter 12, so I should be done with it by the next couple of days, maybe less. I'm highly enjoying it so far, and once I finish, I'll also be putting a book review out for this. So remember, reading takes you to another world. It has certainly helped me out with my day-to-day health struggle, which thank God that today I'm slightly better enough to do this video. And it has just really helped me. Reading is not just reading for me. It means the world to me. It has helped my vocabulary. It helps my poetry. It's everything that I've ever needed, and God knew that. And that's why He gave me the passion to read and the want to learn more. So remember, God is love and God is good always. Stay fun, classy, and poetic. Until next time.